Hello, guys. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. Imagine going to a work like your normal work in the morning, and then while you go to the work and you were told to go back home. And knowing truly well that in the UK here, where I work, they pay us weekly. So it means that if you don't work, let's just say you didn't do any work this week, it means that nothing is entering your account next week. So that's how it is. It's not like if you didn't come to work, maybe still at the end of the month, money will still come into your account. My kind of workplace, even if you're ill and you didn't come to work, then they might give you permission to stay off work. They might give you permission to stay back home until you get better, but you're not going to be paid. Back in Nigeria, even if you work, even if you're ill, and maybe you took a day off just to maybe go to the hospital or maybe attend an appointment with your doctor and all of that, still at the end of the month, it's not like they're going to deduct that particular day off your salary. You still be paid your complete money. But here in the UK, like the kind of place where I'm working, if you don't work, no money, you're not going to be paid. So imagine where you now go to work and then you are asked to go home, basically because maybe the order was low. So this thing happened to me a few days back. I went to work. Now I'm not even the only one, but most of us were students. It wasn't most of us that were doing part-time. We are told, oh, that they are sorry, the order was low and they already have enough staff that would do the work, that they are sorry for any inconvenience this may have cost us. And most of us went home sad. Of course, me, I came back home. I was very sad that I came back home without working, and I've already wasted that transportation. A single penny counts here in the UK. Even if it's £6, even if it's £5, it's money. I was so sad that day that I had to come back home without achieving anything, without working, knowing truly well that I have a lot of things I want to do with money next week, the upper week, right? So why am I saying this? I'm saying this to say that when you're doing a part-time job in the UK, you are not assured of you're going to have money in your pockets. You're a student. What you're expected to do here is to study. If you want to do part-time work, even if it comes, part-time work shouldn't be your main focus. So that's how it's meant to be. Your studies should be your main focus, and part-time work followed. So listen, hey, struggles of international students here in the UK, it can never be overemphasized. Struggles of international students here in the UK is so much. It's so much that if people start to tell you their experience and all of that, if you're thinking of coming to study abroad, but if you're making plans, you'll be like, you'll start having second thoughts, because you'll be like, oh, is this what I'm going to see here and all of that? But no, I'm not coming here to scare you. I'm not coming here to discourage you. No, I'm not coming here to discourage you or discourage anybody. But it's just that I felt so bad that day. I felt so sad. And international students' journey here in the UK is something that you have to be very ready. You say you're coming to school, you're coming to study, you have to be very ready. You have to be ready mentally, you have to be ready. So some of the things I have experienced working as an international student, I have experienced being sent home because what? I'm a part-time student. Of course, you see, having part-time workers in the company is more like you guys are filling the gap. If the work is much, definitely they will need part-time students to fill in the gap, to do the work. If the work is very low, that's in that period, definitely the people that are going to do that work are full-time staff. They are the ones that will do the work. And if they're about to lay off some people, or if they're about to send some people home, it's mostly part-time workers. Full-time staff, they have the liberty of working, completing their work, their hours. But as a part-time worker, as a student, you are not even sure of completing your 20 hours, depending on where you're working. So that's some of the challenges I see most international students face here in the UK, of which I have seen, I have also faced that as well. If you ask me, I will tell you that it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I know the challenges I have gone through. I know the struggles. I can't even talk about what it took me to get a job, to get this part-time job that I'm doing now. I even made that video of why it took me 3 good months to land a part-time job when I entered the UK. So you see that it's a whole lot. Anyways, so let me also talk about what I've experienced so far working in the UK. Well, I have experienced sometimes in your workplace, they might require you to work in another department, and that department might be another, the job role will even be another thing altogether. So it requires you to pay attention to whoever it is that would be training you at that particular point in time. Because even the training, you might not even have the chance to train. The only thing you just be doing is you see what others are doing and you start doing it. You just watch what they are doing and then you use your discretion, you use your brain, your mind, everything, you use your head and know what they are doing. And then you start doing your own. You start working then. But then if you are favorable enough to find someone who would show you how to do it, then at least 1 hour is enough for you to catch up. For me, as an example, because I had to use myself as an example, I know that there are part-time students that they have their constant job. Their job is stable. But I'm talking about my own experience. And I also know that there are people on this table as well. People in this same shoe that I'm wearing. All right. So our stories are different. So is our job. So is our studies and all of that. So if you're sent to other departments, you still have to, you learn it there, you learn what they're doing, you watch, see, focus, and you have to catch up. And if you're not doing it well, I don't know what will happen next, but then it's challenging. If you're a company full-time staff, definitely you're already assigned to a department. If you're coming to work, you already know this is where you are working, and that's where you're going to be working month to month, year to year, depending on how long you're going to stay in the company. But we that are part-time, today you might work here, tomorrow it might be another place, next tomorrow it might be another place. So you're just everywhere. They're sending you from here. So you see that you keep you every day you come to work, you're learning new things daily, you're learning new job role daily. Anyways, it's just for the time being. Of course, we all are gearing towards landing our dream job. My experience so far, it hasn't been easy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It hasn't been easy, but it is worth it sometimes, because when you work this week, definitely next week you're receiving your payment and you do whatever you want to do with your money. But aside that, what else have I also experienced as a student working part-time job? Another thing I've experienced is the fact that sometimes you might not get a shift. You might not get a shift. When you call, you will be told there is no work at the moment. Even sometimes you might even be laid off. They will send you, in fact, see, once you receive P45 from any agency you're working with, just know that they have already terminated your appointment, your employment. It means that you are no longer allowed to work with that agency. Sometimes, even if you ask them reasons, it might be that this is a temporary work and we've concluded the work, or this is a contract work. The contract has been completed. So they will issue you P45 and that's it. It has even happened to me where I think I uploaded a video here on my channel where I went to work one morning and then I was told to meet with the agencies. I went to their office. They just told me to submit my ID card. That was it. Why, Kwan? Why did you say? Submitting your ID card, it means that your work is done here. Thank you for the time you worked with us, but at this point, we will no longer need your services. Then at the end of the day, maybe in a few days' time, you will be issued P45. So part-time job here is very temporary. It's a temporary work, depending on where you are working. If you're lucky enough to get an organization that employed you, that gave you part-time job and it's kind of permanent, then you're lucky. But you see, most work I've seen here are more temporary. Anyway, maybe it's because of my area, I don't know. But speaking for myself, speaking based on my experience, any job you're getting as a student, being part-time work, is temporary. Tomorrow, they might just lay you off. Tomorrow, they might just send you back. Even if you're working, you might not even complete your hours and you'll be sent home. Thankfully, this agency that is offering me work, God bless them, because they are really trying, you know. I won't say they are not trying. They are trying, knowing truly well that even when work is not much, they'll still give students opportunity to work. That even at times you even mistook us as permanent staff. I really appreciate them as well. Anywho's, that's it. I thank God for the work I'm doing at the moment. At least I'm able to complete my hours. That's the reality of most international students. Anyways, this is what I came here to talk about. Nothing much. If you're an international student, what has been your experience so far? You can drop your thoughts as well in the comment section. All right, loves. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here. Thank you for joining me in this conversation. Please do go ahead, like this video and give this video a thumbs up. Share this video, drop your comments in the comment section, and also subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to see you all in my next video. Bye for now.